What is up? What is up, YouTube? YouTube lovers, how y'all doing? This is Uncle Mike. This is my first video, man, that I'm gonna be doing to teach people how to do YouTube. I'm gonna be taking people by the hand, showing them step by step, evaluating the YouTube channels, helping them edit their videos. There's a lot of things as a producer. Uncle Mike is a music producer. I have produced all kinds of videos. I know how to edit videos and all this stuff. Micro edit is very important. And I'm gonna be teaching everything that I know that got my channel to 488,000 subscribers. Don't go by this channel because this is our second channel. I haven't even figured the name out yet, but we're gonna change the name again, which is definitely a no-no. Once you find a name for your channel, call your channel the name that you want it to be, and don't change it. I swear to y'all, changing the name is not going to help you grow. It's going to help you go down. So we're going to take this channel to use this as an example to pull it out of not getting viewed section. I'm gonna call everything like it is: not getting views, not getting new subscribers section. The name of the game in the beginning is to get as many subscribers as you can. Now that I'm talking about subscribers, this video right here, this is Make Money Matt. This is from Matt. Matt is rolling. Matt has a couple of channels that got over 1 million subscribers, and there are secrets. Number one, there are secrets to making these videos, making these YouTube channels grow real fast by understanding and studying the algorithm. One of the things about studying and understanding the algorithm is staying on one niche, one subject, one topic. If you're into plants, don't do 4 or 5 videos about plants and then turn around and start talking about cars, washing a car. Then you're talking about mechanic work, working on brakes. Then all of a sudden you're talking about motorcycles. Then, oh, by the way, I got this plant, but I took it home on a motorcycle. No, all that stuff right there is confusing the algorithm. This is a computer, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we'll talk about growing a channel by actually uploading videos at a certain time. This is like a TV station. Every day at this time, cartoons start. Every day at this time, the news come on. You need to actually upload videos, even if it's once a week. That's your time. Friday, 9 o'clock, that's your time. I'm gonna release a video every Friday, 9 o'clock. Make that your spot. Then try to add 2 a week. Stuff like that. So these are all the things that we're gonna be going over in the YouTube growth system. The name of our YouTube course is the YouTube growth system. I will be showing you step by step everything that you need to know and understand in order to grow a YouTube channel. Now, this, apologize, I just came back into the country and I got a little bit of a chest cold, so please bear with me. Don't tell anyone about your YouTube channel. Depends on where you at. If you're just starting out, I would recommend you tell everybody and their mother. I will recommend the opposite of what this video is saying. Off the break, I'm going to say that because you don't have an algorithm. This is a brand new channel. You got probably about 5 or 6 people probably came through it, and YouTube said, well, the title says this, so let's to show it to a couple of people. But you need to get the YouTube algorithm going, and some of your friends that actually will stand by you and just watch you on the channel will help out a little bit. And also this algorithm counts out a very big number. A lot of people, everybody thinks they know this algorithm, so we are all guessing. Nobody knows the algorithm for a fact. I want to say that. I want to say it again. Nobody knows the algorithm, YouTube algorithm as a fact. One of the things I want you all to know that everybody is guessing at this algorithm, and they change something in this algorithm almost every day. I want to say an hour, and we guessing at that because every time I look, something is changing. It's like, this ain't working no more. They change it. Well, it's working. So you go back and research and everything. And one more thing, and we're going to start the video. YouTube and doing YouTube, working a YouTube channel is not a sprint. This is a marathon. You have to change your life. You have to change something in your life. I recommend every day you should be dedicating at least 2 hours to do YouTube. Every day you should be, I'm talking 7 days a week. We got to get out. We got to get out that comfort zone, people, and we got to dedicate some time to doing this. If you want this thing to make you some money, you're in the right place, because Uncle Mike is not going to let you fail. The YouTube growth system, and this is one of the videos. This is my very first video trying to teach people how to do YouTube. So y'all hit that subscribe button here, hit that bell. Let's check this out. Here we go.
Show you the one mistake that I see so many people making that prevents new channels from getting off the ground before they even have a chance to succeed. Because if you make this mistake in the first 30 days of your YouTube channel, you could be stuck at under 1,000 subscribers, and you could struggle to get views for months, watching other channels in your niche blow past you, while your YouTube algorithm gets completely confused about who your audience should be. My name is Matt Parr. I've grown over a dozen successful YouTube channels, but more importantly, I've also analyzed hundreds of different channels over the years, and I've discovered something shocking. There's one mistake that can set your channel back by months. This video is specifically for you if you've started a YouTube channel and you've uploaded 1 to 5 videos with disappointing results, and you're tempted to share your channel with friends or family, and you want to build a real business and not just a hobby channel. Here's a mistake that hurts a lot of channels. The moment people share their first video, they immediately share it with friends, family, and their social media followers. They post it on Facebook, send links to their relatives, text their coworkers, and ask everybody they know to subscribe and watch. Now this seems logical, right? You need views to grow, and you want support from people who care about you. So it feels natural to reach out to the people closest to you. But here's what most people don't know. This single action can poison your channel's data and confuse YouTube's algorithm for months. Let me show you exactly why this destroys your channel's potential. And trust me, once you understand the math behind this, you will never want to make this mistake. YouTube's algorithm is incredibly sophisticated.
Yes.
We're talking one of the most advanced AI systems in the world. So when you upload a video, YouTube doesn't just want to show that video to random people. Instead, from my experience, I believe your videos go through what I like to call a 4-phase learning process. In the first phase, which happens in the first 24 to 48 hours, YouTube shows your videos to a small test audience. This is based off your thumbnail, title, description, and also your tags. And during this first phase, they're measuring dozens of different data points, including click-through rates, watch time, and engagement patterns. Think of this as YouTube's way of asking, is this content any good? And then in phase 2, which happens in week 1 to 2, if the initial test goes well, YouTube will start showing your videos to a slightly broader audience, an audience with similar interests, and they're refining their understanding of who is most likely to like your content. This is where YouTube starts to figure.
Now, also, the slightly large audience that YouTube select is similarities, lookalike. They call it lookalike audience. Audience of that's similar to you is similar to the subscribers that you already have. Now, let's say, you know, your mom subscribes to your channel, and so it'll look at all her friends, for lack of a better word, and all her friends may not be into cars if your video's about cars. So what I would suggest to do is whatever your video is about, you need to find more people like that to start telling them about your channel. So telling your friends and everybody about your channel is a good idea if you picking the right people like you, the algorithm outside of YouTube. Does that make sense? So in other words, I'm into music, I play instruments and everything, so I'm gonna go tell all my instrumental type musician friends, sound technicians, people that run the club, people coming out to see the parties. I will give them my shoot, I don't have any cars around me. My business cards. I made business cards with my YouTube channels on it and all that good stuff. So I think that he's right, but there's a way to do it. Does that make sense? Here we go.
Slightly broader audience, an audience with similar interests, and they're refining their understanding of who is most likely to like your content. This is where YouTube starts to figure out, okay, this content works, but who exactly is it for? Phase 3 then happens in weeks 3 to 4. And this is where YouTube starts to get really sophisticated. Then they start showing your video to people with very specific viewing patterns and interests. And this is where the magic happens, because they're finding your true fans, people who will watch your content religiously and become part of your evergreen audience. And then finally in phase 4, which is an ongoing phase, your video gets recommended on YouTube alongside similar content and shown to people with a proven interest in your niche. This is where YouTube helps your content automatically reach the right audience. And more importantly, this is where you start seeing that beautiful organic growth that every YouTuber dreams of. But here's the most critical part. And honestly, most people completely destroy their chances of YouTube success right here. When you share your video with your personal network, you're essentially breaking this entire learning process. What I mean by this is that when you upload a video, obviously you want that video to get views, you naturally start thinking of sharing your videos with friends and family. But let me tell you something. As soon as you do this, you're going to completely destroy that video's metrics. Let me give you a concrete example of how this works mathematically. Let's say you create a faceless channel about cryptocurrency investing. Your ideal audience is, say, people from 25 to 45 who are interested in financial education and have disposable income to invest. Now, if you share your crypto video with 100 people from your personal network, and this doesn't mean you have to have 100 friends, let's say you post it on your personal Facebook or your personal Instagram or something like that, and you get 100 views from that. And maybe you think some of those views are actually interested in crypto content, which a couple might be. Here's what actually happens. About 20 people will actually watch out of politeness, giving you a 20% click-through rate, which actually sounds pretty good, right? However, click-through rate is not the only thing you need, and click-through rate when it's coming from an external source does not matter nearly as much. You see, those 20 friends or family members will probably watch your video for an average of 30 seconds for an 8 to 10 minute video. That's barely even a 10% audience retention rate, which is absolutely terrible. And of course, barely anyone would subscribe because they're probably not even interested in cryptocurrency. And then YouTube sees this data, and what is YouTube logically going to think? They're gonna say, we shared this crypto video with 100 people, but we got a terrible audience retention. Maybe the content's not engaging, or maybe we're not showing the content to the right people. But now compare that to when you let YouTube find your viewers organically. If you let YouTube show your videos to 100 people, which it will, YouTube will test your content to specific audiences if you put the right title, description, and tags on it. And most likely, if you do this the right way, they're gonna show your video to people who are actually interested in crypto content. Let's say only 8 people click though, so you only have like an 8% click-through rate. It is a lot lower, however, that's an 8% click-through rate on the actual platform of YouTube. And then let's say those 8 people watch for an average of 4 minutes on an 8-minute video. That's a 50% audience retention, 50%. Which is amazing. And 3 of those people actually subscribed because they're genuinely interested in the content. YouTube sees this second scenario and they think, wait a second, this video actually is doing good to people who are interested in crypto and finance. Let's show it to more people like that. And the difference is night and day. In the first scenario, you taught YouTube that your content doesn't work. In the second scenario, you let YouTube discover that your content works amazingly well but only to the right audience. Now here's where this gets incredibly expensive in terms of your time and potential revenue. Let's look at what happens in the course of several months. In the first few weeks, if you've polluted your content by sharing it with friends and family, YouTube will then keep showing your video to random audiences who aren't interested. Let's say your average retention stays around 15%. You get...
Wait a minute. I'm glad to stop right there on Facebook. One of the things also that I will be teaching is if you got your personal Facebook page, you can always do another Facebook page. You want to do a Facebook page that you can actually, this is very important, you want to be able to post links from your YouTube channel to outsource. That's called backlinks. The more backlinks on your videos, the higher it pushes your videos up because more people are sharing it. It's more links going back toward that video. So what you want to do is you want to actually do a YouTube channel that's geared toward what your niche is 100%. So now you got all the Facebook people watching your video that is interested in your niche. Now you got two algorithms. You got two algorithms working towards you. I told y'all Uncle Mike is going to make sure that y'all are successful at this, because imagine you got the YouTube algorithm and you got a Facebook algorithm working together to push your videos for more views and subscribers. Because y'all know the more watch time you have, the more money you make. Here we go. I just wanted to point that out. Oh, here we go.
Content by sharing it with friends and family. YouTube will then keep showing your video to random audiences who aren't interested.
Now, it won't be random audiences if you started a new Facebook page along with a new YouTube channel, and make sure both of those are under the same niche. So it won't be random.
Let's say your average retention stays around 15%, you get maybe 500 monthly views and gain 5 subscribers, of which maybe not all of them are even interested in your content. And even after a few months, YouTube is still confused about who the right audience for your content should be. Now your retention just might improve slightly to 20%, because at this point YouTube might be starting to figure out who the right audience is, but it's happening by accident. Let's say you're getting 1,200 monthly views and you've gained maybe 12 new subscribers. You're probably thinking about quitting at this point because the growth is so slow. And I've seen a lot of people give up at this point, especially if they invested time and money and they didn't see any returns. And the worst part is they didn't see returns because of a mistake that they made themselves, but they might not even know it. Let me elaborate a little bit. See, if you had let YouTube find your audience naturally, those first few weeks would look completely different. YouTube would show your videos to genuinely interested audiences, your retention would be significantly higher, and of course you'd be getting way more views. The subscriber count would have increased relatively quickly, and you wouldn't be giving up. That sounds a lot better, right? And within 3 months of letting YouTube do its own job, the algorithm would understand your audience perfectly. Let's say your retention stays at around 50% if you're doing things the right way, which I can teach you how to do. Let's say you're getting 12 to 15,000 views a month and a good number of new subscribers. In simple words, you would be well on your way to building a real business with YouTube. So the channel with clean data that does this the right way could reach 1,000 subscribers in 3 to 4 months. The channel with polluted data, on the other hand, might take a year or more to reach that if they don't give up first. Now you might be thinking, Matt, why would YouTube care about helping me succeed? The answer is that YouTube actually wants your videos to succeed, because why wouldn't they? When people watch videos they love, they stay on the platform longer. The longer they stay on the platform, the more money YouTube makes from ads. And YouTube has invested billions of dollars in the most advanced AI systems in the world, and they can analyze millions of data points to find the exact people who are most likely to love your content. They can identify patterns in viewing behavior that would have taken you years to find out manually, if you ever found them at all. The truth is, YouTube is way better at finding your ideal audience than you are, but they do need clean, accurate data to work with. When you pollute that data with viewers who are never going to be interested in your content in the first place, then you're essentially sabotaging their ability to do so. Now, this doesn't just affect your views and subscribers either. It directly impacts how much money you can potentially make from your channel. And the numbers are shocking. Let's say you're getting 10,000 monthly views on your channel, and if you have the wrong audience watching your videos, your CPM could only be $3 per 1,000 views, because your audience has no specific interest that advertisers can target. Plus, if you're trying to sell a product or a service service like I recommend doing, your conversion rate might be 0.1% or less, because people aren't actually interested in your topic. So your total monthly revenue in that case is $50 a month or less, which is disappointing if you're putting a lot of time into building a YouTube channel. But if you have the right audience, watching those same exact 10,000 views a month, you could get a $15 CPM because your audience is highly interested in your niche and advertisers can target them correctly. That's a
right. If you have all kinds of people just clicking on it, just like he was saying, cryptocurrency, you into cars, whatever you're into, YouTube, the algorithm would know and understand that everybody, car dealerships, all kinds of car type of advertisers that's advertising on YouTube platform, YouTube says, oh, we know exactly what kind of ads we should run before my video starts. So the more they know exactly what your channel is all about, and they can find the people that's into, I don't know, fixing up cars, hot rods, the exhaust system to make your car sound like it's, all this type of stuff. They can put all these ads in front of your viewers. This is the whole key to the whole game on the money side, is to actually have the right people following your channel so YouTube will know exactly. I'm not going to put no ads up there about some tennis shoes because your people are into the cars, so to speak. Here we go.
$150 in ad revenue right there.
And the more accurate it is, the higher your CPM, cost per click. When people see what they like, they will click on it. And that's how you make more money.
Views a month, you could get a $15 CPM because your audience is highly interested in your niche and advertisers can target them correctly. That's $150 in ad revenue right there. And let's say your conversion rate then jumps up to 2% for affiliate products you're promoting because people are genuinely interested. Your total monthly revenue could be $500 or more. Same number of views, 10 times the revenue, just because you have the right audience watching your content. Now, this doesn't mean if you don't share your content, you'll instantly make thousands of dollars. I can't guarantee you'll make any money at all, obviously, but this is exactly what I'm doing on all of my channels that I start. I never share them with family or friends. And it's part of the reason I don't share a lot of my channels publicly either. So instead of forcing views through your personal network, you need to optimize your content to be targeted to the right audience. Use the exact keywords that your viewers are actually searching for. Create thumbnails that your audience actually wants to click on, and you do this by modeling what's already worked on YouTube. And then the hardest part, resist the temptation to share with friends and family, upload your video, and then let YouTube's system do the rest. Trust me, patience here will pay off exponentially later. And then after a couple weeks, you can look at your analytics to see if YouTube is finding your right audience. Your average view duration should be at least 35% in most niches if you're producing 8 to 10 minute videos. Your click-through rate from YouTube recommendations should be around 4% or more for most niches. And the comments you get on your videos should actually be related to your topic. And by the way, if you want to put really good metadata on your videos without having to do tons of research or anything like that, you can use the TubeMagic Warp Upload feature to upload your videos, and then use TubeMagic to automatically generate a great title, description, and tags that will make your videos optimized to find the right audience the right way. Now, there is one exception to this rule, and I want to be really clear about this. If somebody in your personal network is genuinely a part of your target audience, then sharing it to them can actually help. For example, if you're making videos about cryptocurrency, and let's say your brother is actively trading crypto and genuinely interested in learning more about it, then sharing your video to him makes perfect sense. But you need to be brutally honest with yourself here.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, because all the stuff, all the things that he's doing behind the scenes other than YouTube, through Google, through Google, will give you his lookalike audience. We call them lookalike audience. I want y'all to get used to the terminology also, because that's very important. A lookalike audience is everybody that's affiliated with the cryptocurrency guy's brother. The cryptocurrency guy's brother is has emails of people that he network with and all this good stuff. So they'll start showing it to them, to his friends and people that he deal with, especially the lookalike audience from them as well. So this is very important, man. This is how you grow a channel, because all your brother who is in the cryptocurrency, all his friends would find your channel because the YouTube algorithm is suggesting that video to them, and they'll say, hey, I know that guy, that's his little brother or whatever. And next thing you know, they may or may not subscribe to the channel, or they'll click on the video. You know, once a person clicks on a video, it's up to you to actually keep their attention, explain to them why they should stay, why they should subscribe, and all that stuff. And I teach all that in my YouTube course. All right, let's get to the end of this video.
What percentage of your personal network actually matches your target audience? In my experience, if you have a bunch of random friends and family, it's usually less than 5%. So the math just doesn't work out in your favor if you're sharing it with your entire personal network. So now that you understand that sharing your videos with friends and family will severely hurt your channel in most cases, you might be asking then, how do I take this channel and implement a few different algorithm hacks to blow up this channel to being huge, like I see so many other huge channels are able to do? Well, there's a new really powerful algorithm growth hack that I've barely talked about online before, but I have a completely free training that you can check out next to me right here. And as part of secret number 2 in this training, I'm gonna show you this algorithm growth hack that not only can turbocharge your growth like crazy and turn one view into multiple views, but it can also allow you to potentially monetize your channel from day one. Check out this video right here. My name is Matt Parr, and I'll see you there.
Man, that's very interesting, man. Matt Parr has been doing YouTube for quite some time, and his stories, the stories that he have, is very interesting because these are the guys that I have studied when I first started YouTube, and I'm like, I'm trying different things. Oh man, it's not working. It's not working. But Matt Parr and a couple of other, I have did one thing that made, and I stuck to it. I said, man, because you know, the algorithm needs time. It needs time, people. This stuff is not going to happen in 1 or 2 days or 1 week or whatever, unless you're just lucky like that. It takes time, and it took 2 months for me to see a difference. I said, man, this is working. We was gaining 10 subscribers, 8, 9, and 10 subscribers a day for the longest time until I started doing this. And then once I started doing this, I started noticing that we was well over 10. We was like more like 15 new subscribers a day. And then one day after 24, we never went under 50 new subscribers a day. And I'm like, what? 24. We hit 32 new subscribers a day, and then we was at 50 to 54 new subscribers every day, period. You know, I want to get you guys to feel what it feels like to get 500 new subscribers in one day and even 1,000 new subscribers in one day. I couldn't believe it. It was happening to me, and I was like, wow. So I will show you all the steps and everything that I did to actually grow my channel, which is called the Music Recording Network. This channel right here, well, y'all gonna see the name because I don't know what we're gonna name it yet, but it's gonna be about how to be successful on YouTube. Thanks a lot. This is Uncle Mike. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.